Wednesday already, January 16th. We're getting ready to be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. But first, we're going to talk about Stellantis having a new COO, Hyundai that drives sideways, and a typo on a Porsche 911. Sounds like a fun smattering of topics for a Wednesday.
It's a great little smattering. It's a great little smattering.
Sometimes stories are heavy. Sometimes they're light. Today is kind of like right in between.
Right in the middle. It's good.
I want to tell you,
we have so much going on.
We have so much going on. Was that my inside voice that just came outside? I felt like you just spoke my thoughts. What we do have going on is we are in DC tomorrow morning, bright and early, for the Public Policy Auto Show. We're super excited. Our friends at Mosaic helped us make it happen. They will be there also on site. We'll be live streaming and recording a lot of content at the Washington area, new car dealers, Public Policy Show. Again, it's like right down the street from Pennsylvania Avenue. Maybe we'll swing by and like wave hi to all of our friends at the regulatory commissions. But there will be representatives, lawmakers there. Perhaps I've heard maybe the Speaker of the House is going to be there. We'll see.
All right.
I see some reveals from Rolls-Royce and Aston Martin, two cars that Kyle and I each have one of. And we're going to do our usually thing, talking to dealers and just bringing a new energy to the show and bringing that energy to you, because my guess is, Kyle, that approximately 4% of our audience knows that there's a Public Policy Auto Show going on.
4% might be a little high.
I mean, if you include us,
it's 1.5.
And everybody on our team that knows we're going. Yeah,
right. That's exactly it.
So we're excited. We'll do that. So just tune into our regular channels, the morning show. If you don't listen to the audio podcast, go on like Spotify or Apple Music and search out the Automotive Troublemaker, download that so you get those.
That sub button. Come on now.
Absolutely. And also, probably where the most of the content will be posted is our LinkedIn channel. So go to LinkedIn, our LinkedIn page, search ASOTU, and join the 7,000-8,000 people there that are pretty engaged, and it's a lot of fun over there.
A lot of fun.
All right, I think we got to talk about news.
We got to get into it.
All right,
let's go.
All right, so Stellantis, we've been talking about Stellantis a little bit, especially when it comes to not going to auto shows. They've announced a major shift in their North American operations, replacing COO Mark Stewart with Carlos Zarlenga.
Yeah.
He's the current president of the Mexico unit. So they're calling in a left-hander. South America is coming up. Zarlenga has a decade of global auto experience, including a role as president of GM South America. He's set to take over on February 1st. So obviously, very challenging year. U.S. market, despite all the other automakers doing good, Stellantis managed to post a 1.2% decline in sales, even as it, hasn't really even released any EVs yet. I don't know if that's good or bad at this point. It used to be bad. Maybe it's good now.
It is good. Who knows?
Carlos Tavares, the current CEO of Stellantis, he praised Zarlenga's leadership skills, and he said he's the best leader to drive change in our business model toward electrification in the region.
It's interesting that that's the quote. Like, oh, he's going to lead the electrification push. We're coming, right? I don't know if that's the right move. Like, I know that that's the quote that probably has to happen. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen. Here's the thing, though. We've been running these stories like Stellantis not at auto shows, Stellantis not running the Super Bowl, Stellantis not CES. EVs. Like, they're just not at CES. They're not following some of the patterns, and I wonder if that's actually impacting them more than anybody maybe would have even thought of the impact on that, like sales announcements.
Go figure. I mean, we try to reconcile those two things. We were just saying a couple days ago how the auto show organizers are like, hey, anything you can do to get the OEMs to know that we actually have buyers
right
at these stores, right? We saw where was it? Where the status was it Louisiana? Where the status, or was it Texas? It was Texas. Charlie Gilchrist.
Yep.
He was saying, hey, the Stellantis dealers are stepping up.
Because they know that there's value there. Right.
And dealers don't tend to say they're buyers here if there aren't buyers here.
Yep.
And so, like, does that have something to do with
who knows?
Does that have something to do with the sales decline? I think we can put one and one together and get that. But I mean, maybe all of their uncertainty, maybe that's why this leadership change. Right. Yep. So, I mean, obviously everybody wants to see Stellantis win, and it's good for the industry when OEMs are strong, because a lot of
this massive day supply, they pumped a ton of inventory into dealers, right? Started to be one of the first to have bold and large incentives. Like, it's just not the way that the people that are buying the most vehicles en masse are buying. And so the sales decline, it kind of makes sense to me. I'm hopeful that that a change in leadership can potentially turn some stuff around.
Yeah. And if you're listening, Carlos, why don't you head out to the auto show?
There you go. Come on.
Shows. Dealers want you. We welcome you with open arms. And if you want to come to a SodaCon, our event in May, just reach out.
Gladly have you there as well.
Have you put you on stage, let you show everybody what's up, and build some energy around the brand. Speaking of building energy around a brand,
yeah.
Segue.
Time.
All right, this is from, we covered this in our daily email yesterday, and it was so fun. We wanted to put it in the show today. If you don't get the email, by the way, it's every morning in your inbox.
Gotta do it.
Bring you up to speed on automotive news, give you a little pop culture, a little retail, have you laugh a little bit, and join everybody else. We got thousands of people on that email list. Open it every single day, asodu.com. So this is from that email yesterday. Most great features have limitless applications, and Hyundai's Ioniq 5, right, their EV, they just released a new iteration, has a new steering feature that has seemingly a limited number of applications, but I can think of a few. It's called the e-corner system. It turns the wheels of the EV completely sideways, allowing it to, something we all wanted to do, spin in place. A semi-drift maneuver, parallel park by itself, or maybe most importantly, escape a tight parallel park situation. So basically, it's a steer-by-wire system, meaning all four wheels can turn completely perpendicular from where they are. They did say they had to add cameras and sensors to make sure it's safe, but this is the best. This is so good. The system is not designed for high-speed driving and has only been tested up to 50 miles an hour.
So like, the going sideways part.
Going sideways.
Well, I mean, why would you want to go more than 50 going sideways?
No, I'm just saying, can you imagine why I couldn't even think of an application
I don't even want to go
that require more than crawl
sideways.
speed. But 50 miles an hour going sideways has to be wild.
Like just the testing.
Imagine you're sitting here, right? And you look out your window and you see a car looking at you. Headlights looking at you like it's in a full power slide, just like I want one.
Semi-drift maneuver is what I want to do. I want to like pop it, turn those
just
wheels.
Slide those back wheels, but you're not sliding at full grip. You know, I was reading the specs on the Kia, what's the EV9?
Yeah.
And it did say something about being able to like wheels can like whatever feature it said, it was this feature.
Yes.
Where you can parallel park it.
The parallel park is amazing. Like it would driver's tests in the future, not needed.
It's like
what do you need? Like,
I got Spot Pack.
Hey, go ahead and just parallel park it. Like, what does the driver instructor? The new like 16-year-old kid goes, doop.
Yeah, he's like, what? You didn't say how.
Yeah,
right. You didn't say how. Look, I love the innovation that's coming in. Obviously, this is possible because of the fact that the EV motor is attached to the wheel.
Exactly.
Right. So it can actually stay on the wheel and drive it and go 50 miles an hour or more. And I think like this came out at CES. I think things like that just push us more in the direction of the vehicle being a piece of technology instead of a vehicle, right? Because vehicles just aren't really like side to side. We don't move that way.
Yeah,
but when you think of tech,
the next vehicle is the next iteration is just going to be, those massive tires that are on like some RV car, like RC cars where the car can just flip over and be fine. Like that's where we're headed toward next.
And the cockpit just
flips, right? Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, kudos to Hyundai. I think that this is a great iteration because of the EV platform. I think it'll be much more implementable than like, some of the crazier things when they had like the 4-wheel steer on the pickup truck and like, it was always kind of complicated. A lot of stuff breaks. So yeah, I mean, gets us excited.
Yeah.
And new cars, new things, but sometimes in new cars, you make mistakes. I don't know. It was bad. Mistakes. Yeah, it was a bad one. We're going to put it there.
Segue.
I try to just.
You like set up the segue with the segue setup. It was really
double. It was like a Inception segue.
So, of course, a Porsche Club of America member in Houston spotted a quite humorous typo. The one we've all made. We all have to admit this in the Porsche 911 driver display where brake pads, BRAKE, are misspelled as brake pads. BREAK. Like, I'm going to break this.
Oh, there's a screenshot of it, right? Brake pads worn.
Wow. Just so bad.
Right. Well, the crazy part
is they get it right first. They actually get it right twice. It says brake wear spelled correctly, brake pads worn spelled correctly, change brake BREAK pads driving permitted.
Okay.
So it is
at least it's
they
digital.
nailed it twice and then missed it on the third one.
That is
the
weird.
Crazy thing is This vehicle is 115 grand. Like, guys, even Chat GPT would have got this one right, you know?
Even Chat GPT.
Yeah.
So like they don't know if the typo is exclusive to just this model, but I mean, once you know, I'm the kind of person, and you are too, like once you know something's a little off, it bothers you.
Yeah.
I wonder if this model car, unfortunately, it is in the digital display, right? This isn't a physical button or a physical. Back in the day, you have the little old incandescent bulb that would just show up. So, I mean, it's probably fixed with an over-the-air update, I'm guessing. But I mean, it just goes to show you, man, like even the highest attention to detail, it makes me feel better because I miss stuff like this all the time.
Misspell all the time. Like even Porsche can do it on a $115,000 vehicle. Everything's going to be fine. It's a great little Jalopnik article, and you know, they'll fix it soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Well, look, by the way, you have a lot of opportunity to go out there, make positive change today, serve some people, provide hope to some people, and have a lot of fun, right? Whatever you do, make sure it's about a little bit more than cars. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.